even seek it out to watch it. I'm not interested. And here's the reason why. I'm not interested because I've always thought that Michael Jackson's behavior with children was weird. It was weird and it was inappropriate. And because he had money, the things that you motherfuckers will allow for a coin. Okay? The things that and listen, this ties right back into Jordyn and her situation with Kylie. The shit that you motherfuckers will allow for money, or will allow because money is another aspect of the story. Because had Jordyn been any other bitch going to her best friend's sister's man's house, you allow it because it's money. You know what I mean? And it's Jordyn and it's Tristan and it's all good and they have money and they're in Hollywood and that's what niggas in Hollywood do. They go back to each other's house and whatever. Bitch, I don't give a fuck how much motherfucking money we got. Don't find your goddamn black ass at this nigga's house. There is dicks all over the goddamn globe. Why the fuck would you find your ass at my man's house? Or ex-man, I don't give a fuck. I don't. Now, does that make it your fault if he decides to do some dumb shit with you? No. Both of you guys are equally culpable. But at the same time, saying that money is an excuse for behavior is bullshit. Money is not an excuse to be copping, please. Okay? And you guys who are big mad at Oprah and Gayle, suck a dick. Okay? Suck an uncircumcised, flaccid ass dick, because honestly, if you believe that those women are somehow to be blamed, and you should read under the comment sections, under some of the social media for Gayle King and Oprah Winfrey, y'all niggas are really going in. Y'all niggas are really mad. Y'all are mad. Y'all are big mad. Y'all are big mad at Oprah and Gayle. And I don't understand why. It's like you guys feel as though, and I don't want to even begin to rationalize or understand the rationale of stupid, but it's like you guys feel as though we should be caping up. We should be caping up for these gentlemen despite what they did because they're black. Now, here's the thing. You would have to be very narrow-minded in your view to believe that what R. Kelly has done or the current documentaries about Michael Jackson somehow skews your perception of black men. My perception of black men has not changed because of what happened with R. Kelly or what happened with Michael Jackson. My perception of black men changes when you guys are trying to say that Oprah and Gayle are at fault for the bullshit. So what? Oprah and Gayle shouldn't have done the interviews then. That's what you're saying. It should have been some white woman doing the interviews so we could say, oh, white people are just trying to take us down. They're just trying to ruin the name of black men. When in fact, that is not the case. It's just not the case. It's just not the case. I think that many of us need to kind of search within our hearts about how we feel about black women and children in general. Even though Michael Jackson's case was two white gentlemen. And listen, you can go now and listen to Oprah's interview with these two gentlemen on her podcast for Super Soul Sunday, Leaving Neverland. And I've only heard clips of the interview, and it is very in-depth, and it is very disturbing. I think one of the thoughts that I do have regarding the Michael Jackson case is that the parents of these gentlemen should also be charged. Listen, the lure of money doesn't give you the right to put your kids in harm's way. I can't imagine at any young age that my mother would feel like it was okay for me to go sleep in the bed of a grown person, to go have a pretend wedding with a grown fucking person. No. There was family members that my mother wouldn't even let me spend the night at their house. Just no. No, girl. No. I believe that when kids are that young and impressionable, they don't understand the clear and imminent danger of certain decisions. And that is why you are then responsible for them as parents and as adults or caretakers, because it is assumed that you have had enough time in your adulthood to be able to make more clear decisions regarding the safety of minors. Now, that's giving a lot to some of you motherfuckers that don't deserve to have a lot. But I'm just saying. Ugh. All of it just makes my head spin, you guys. All of it just makes my head spin. Spin. You hear me? Linda Blair, spin. Because I just don't understand any of it. I don't understand. And it's almost like we want to give Jordyn a pass because she's a young sister, a young black sister. We want to give her a pass for her indiscretions. Because, I want to keep it fair, And if we're having a discussion, does she get a pass just because she's a sister? Because let's be clear, Jordyn wasn't out here chasing our approval when she was living fat on the land of Kardashian Jenner. She didn't give a fuck about us, okay? And we're all Team Jordyn, and we all got her back just because we hate the Kardashians. Now listen, many of you won't say that, but let's be real. That's what it is. Nothing bonds people like mutual hate, or what we assume is mutual hate. Most of y'all was calling her a house negress and all kind of shit when she was still friends with Kylie. But now all of a sudden that she has done something wrong and has offended the Kardashian Jenner clan, we are like, oh girl, I'm about to get me some Team Jordyn lashes. And did you see her beats? And bitch, you can go on Amazon right now and find a I don't want your situation t-shirt. Oh yes. Oh yes. I feel like Jordyn gets a pass not because she's black, but because she's 21 and these grown-ass women shouldn't have been browbeating her for her decisions when they have, in fact, had the same indiscretionary behavior. That is the only reason why Jordyn gets a pass. I don't give a fuck how many Will Smiths and Aunt Jadas she got. I don't. I know a lot of you do, but I don't. I appreciate them going up for her because I could see where she was going to get swept under the tide of Holly Weird. We all saw it. They were going to shovel her. Khloe, not basically, but did in fact say, you are the reason why my family broke up. And let's be very clear, Khloe. Jordyn is not the reason why your family broke up. You never had a family with this man in the first place. What you did was have a child with this man. Now, does that make you guys family? It makes you guys co-related because now this kid shares both of your DNA, but you guys were never family. Because it takes actual act of respect. Bloodline don't make family, boo. Respect. Mutual respect makes family. Mutual admiration and love makes family. Bloodline don't make family. So you guys share this beautiful brown baby. That does not make y'all family. In order for y'all to have been family, Khloe, that man would have had to respect you and had a little bit more respect than Jordyn had for you. Okay? And he didn't. He never did. And he won't. Because in all obviousness, it is clear that he doesn't respect himself. Fighting over a Pierce Pagoda like Tristan Thompson. Tristan is attractive, but he is nothing but another fuck boy. Let's be real. Well, because he got money, he better. He's no better than the nigga who is cheating on your homegirl in any hood across America. These are people who are broken. These are gentlemen who are broken, and they go wielding their broken ways around neighborhoods and women and pillaging women and whoever else because they are broken. And they just leave nothing but a trail of tears. Listen, Papa Was a Rolling Stone ain't just a song. It's many of us. This the lineage, okay? It's the lineage and that we live under. And until we start, and that brings me full circle to talk about what people like Pete Rock or even Tashina Arnold. Listen, I love Tashina Arnold. I do. And I wanna be sure that I'm not misunderstanding what her little iOS release statement was about on her social media this week, where she said, oh, many of you guys basically saying the same kind of thing. You guys have energy for these niggas and you guys need to have more love and da, 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 da. Listen, I do believe in rehabilitation. I think one of the parts about Gayle King's interview with R. Kelly, and not only that, but even Dream Hampton's documentary about R. Kelly. One of the things that I think that all these women have been very fair about is to include the background coloring on R. Kelly, how he was a victim of abuse himself. Now, hurt people hurt people. And unfortunately, especially when it comes to brown communities, men in brown communities who are oftentimes victims of sexual abuse and misconduct at very young ages. They're unable to tell their stories, or they don't feel comfortable in telling their stories because they feel like it takes away from some level of masculinity in which they hold. So I think a lot of times what tends to happen is these men who at the time are boys, are put into extremely volatile sexual situations at a young age, and they never requisite those things. So unfortunately, they take that anger because, the sexual domination, that's a thing. Someone who, in R. Kelly's case, who is an older man being sexually deviant and having this misconduct with these children, that is a level of power in which he's seeking over these kids. Because he himself has lost power sexually a long time ago. Therefore, he can't have sex with anybody who's his age. And even if he can, that's not a powerful situation for him. What's powerful is to be able to take that innocence from a child. Oh, baby, yes, I'm sprinkling facts all over call it Lowry's facts, just all over this thing, okay? So I do believe that R. Kelly deserves rehabilitation. However, I also believe that just because he deserves rehabilitation doesn't mean that he shouldn't be held accountable for his behavior. He should be held accountable. It's necessary. It's necessary. We have to live in a world where that kind of sexual misconduct against women and children is not allowed. It's not going to be par for the course. We have to live in a world where people have to atone for their bad decisions. We also have to live in a world where hate can't be the only thing that binds us. I don't hate the Kardashians enough that I feel as though what Jordyn did was correct. I feel like what she did was wrong. It was wrong. No, she didn't break up their family. But girl, don't put your body all over this man and then be perplexed by the fact that he would want to kiss you. Girl, I don't care. That's not right. Don't be surprised. Why are you surprised that this man wanted to put his lips on you? You had your legs on him. Now, a fuckboy is just going to be a fuckboy. Now, what would have been befitting of him? Now, you have to remember, Jordyn and Tristan are actually closer in age than Jordyn and Khloe. Oh, yes. Jordyn and Tristan are closer in age than Jordyn and than Khloe and Tristan are. So, I don't believe that excuses Tristan from anything in terms of, hey, Tristan, you knew that it would not have been a favorable situation if Khloe were to find out that you did this. However, sometimes, and we talked about this in prior episodes, where self-sabotage is a thing. And I could venture a guess to say that I'm sure that Tristan wanted to be out of having to be responsible to Khloe to the point that he would make this bad decision Because this is just a self-sabotaging decision on both ends.